getting on today. I am very happy to see everyone. I am here for about an hour to answer any questions that you might have. We're going to talk about GLPs. We can talk about hormones. So I am in my clinic at Recrea Health and Wellness in Medina, Ohio. So what questions do you have today? So we can definitely talk about anything and everything. I was actually off all last week. I was in the Bahamas on a cruise and we had terrible Wi-Fi. We ended up being out to sea quite a few days. So actually, sorry, couldn't get on live. So you didn't have me for a whole week. I apologize. So anything and everything that you want to know, we are here to help you answer any questions regarding any of the GLPs. My whole point in life and whole goal in life is to help you understand and be safe on these meds, because there is a lot of stuff out there. There's a lot of people out there, and there's a lot of, questions that don't get answered. So a lot of my videos are definitely educational, teaching, and just making sure that you guys are safe. And that is really what my main goal is to just make sure that you're safe. So please ask away. So what I like to do is I'll just start off with I'll just do a free consultation while we're waiting for people to get on here. So what we do is I teach the way that they work. So there's 3 ways. So the first way that they work is they help with the noise. They get rid of the I'm craving, I'm hungry. And the best way, what I would tell people to do the whole first month that you're on them, is just really learn to listen to that. Just really try to listen to this new thing that's gone away. Ooh, I'm not hungry, I'm not craving. The second way that it works is it slows down your digestion so you can't eat as much. So the important thing is don't eat to full, because if you do, you're going to throw up. So you want to eat to I feel food in my stomach, and then that's it. The third way that it works is it is going to get rid of the insulin resistance. So what insulin resistance is the body is just throwing sugar wherever it wants to. And that's a problem. So what these meds do is it actually is getting rid of the insulin resistance, and it's starting to process your blood sugar better, which is actually a really, really good thing. So what we try to do is teach you how to start learning to listen to your bodies, teach you lifestyle changes. So that's a really important thing. So then also what you want to do is there's 2 big side effects, nausea. So if you're somebody that tends to get nauseous a lot, then you want to make sure that you tell your provider. If there's anything gastric related, I'm going to be the person that gets that. So what we highly recommend is that you let your provider know so that they can get you some Zofran. If you're somebody that doesn't get nauseous easy, then you're probably not going to have a problem. So then, if you think you are, then I would recommend that you ask them. They get you the Zofran. Peppermint oil is a really good thing. Then the other thing is constipation. But somebody did ask a question, so let me answer this question. If you have had thyroid cancer, but everything has been taken out, can you take GLP? Yes. Now, if you've had thyroid medullary cancer, you still shouldn't take these. But if you've had just all the other kinds of thyroid cancer and you don't have any thyroid left, then yes, you can take these. Absolutely not a problem at all. But thyroid medullary cancer, you cannot take. If thyroid medullary cancer has been in the family, then you can't take it as well. So there's the answer to that question. So the other big side effect is constipation. So you want to make sure that you're taking fiber. I really like Metamucil gummies. Those are my favorite fiber. You're welcome, Sylvia. So I really like fiber. Metamucil gummies in particular. And what I highly recommend with the Metamucil gummies is that you work up to taking 3 a day. Those are really important because 1, they're going to help you lose weight. 2, they are going to help you maintain from not getting constipation, sorry. And 3, they are going to help you just feel better overall. Then you want to take a probiotic. This is my new favorite probiotic. This is called Leafair. This is actually on my TikTok page. I have 2 TikTok pages. One is Recrea Wellness, which some of you are on. That is my backup page. My other page is Recrea Health, which is my main page. So please follow both pages because I am on both of those pages. But my main page that I do sell a lot of stuff on for health reasons. And just so you know, anything that I do sell, I actually do try out on myself. Or my family, but I do like this a lot. The other probiotic that I like is this one. It's called ZenWise. This has digestive enzymes in it, which is really good as well. I know you can't see the picture real well on my main page, but there are videos on both pages. And then somebody asked about gallbladders. You can actually take these with both of these with gallbladder issues. I actually did a really good video on my main page about the research with gallbladder and GLPs. And so if you watch on my main page, which is Recrea Health, there's a really good gallbladder video on there that kind of helps you understand that really well. I'm suffering from vertigo. Can this be caused by anything else going on with the body? Yes, absolutely. Vertigo can be caused by low blood sugar. It can be caused by your blood pressure changing, your heart rate changing. So there's a lot of different things that can be causing that. So what I recommend is reaching out to your provider and having them evaluate and see what's going on, because you want to make sure that there's not something medically going on. And because if you are getting that vertigo, it's probably not the medication, but you do want to check with your provider just to make sure on that one. Can you get prescribed GLP if you're at a normal weight? With us, so our S is $2.99, our T is $4.50 and 47, almost in 47 states. So some states, California, Hawaii, and Alaska are a little bit different on pricing. But if your BMI is higher than 22, then you can get it from us. We just ask that you keep your BMI above 22. So if you want to give us a call, we can definitely reach out to you and help you. We do free consultation for everybody. So you can definitely reach out to us. Thank you for the You're Awesome badge. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you everybody for, sharing my page, sharing my live. I really do appreciate it. And if you could please everybody share, that's fantastic. I really do appreciate it as well. And the hemochromatosis, I believe you can, but I would actually probably have to research that a little bit more. I'm not 100% sure on that one. So Bogey, I would have to actually check on that. If you want to do a free consultation with me, I can do that. And then I will research that, ask a couple pharmacists and stuff like that, just to make sure. I don't see any reason why not. I've never seen anything saying that you can't. So I check on that. Wasn't recommended because I already suffer from nausea, no gallbladder, slow digestion, and constipation. So Jody, so what I would do is get all of that under control, and then we can do that. So slow digestion, you would want to take ZenWise, or some kind of digestive enzyme to help with the slow digestion. Constipation, you have to take your fiber, a probiotic, which is nice because this is a probiotic and a digestive enzyme in it as well. So that's going to cover those two things. But do like a Miralax every day, because that's going to help that bowels, getting you moving every day. If that doesn't work, then you could try like a Linzess every day. Then for nausea, you could take Zofran. You start out at a really, really, really low dose. You can even do half of a 0.25, which would be 0.125 every day. Every week. Then the no gallbladder isn't really an issue. So we just have to teach you on diet. We have to, very carefully monitor you. We have to make sure that you're doing everything that you need to do. So I've actually been on this and prescribing it for 3.5, almost 4 years. And I, Jody, really understand the medication, and I can really help monitor and manage. So if you want a free consultation, please reach out. I am really good at keeping people healthy on this, and I really understand how to do that. So the vitamins that I recommend, and I actually just did on my other page, Recrea Health, a really good video on B12 and B6. So if you could please follow my other page, Recrea Health, you can see what I'm talking about with B12 and B6. So if you're compounded and your S or T is pink, it has B12 in it. Do not take extra B12 because your levels will go really high. Ask if it has B6 in it because you don't want to take additional B6 as well because your levels will go really high. And you can have some complications from high B6 or B12. So what you need to do is make sure that you're very careful with B12 and B6. But what I recommend for vitamins is a good complex vitamin. So I personally like a women's vitamin or a men's vitamin that's over 50 because it tends to have your calcium in it. It tends to have a good multivitamin with all of everything that you need for over 50. So I highly recommend that. So we do free consultations. So if you ever have questions, please, reach out to us. Please follow both of my pages, Recrea Health and Recrea Wellness. My main page is Recrea Health. So, follow that page. A lot of you are on my Recrea Wellness page right now. So, please go over to my Recrea Health page, which is just at Recrea Health, and go over that page as well and just follow both pages. So I do have a lot of products available on Recrea Health page, which they all go along with what we're trying to accomplish, which is just lifestyle change. So just, please reach out if you have any questions. Can you feel like passing out with Zepbound? What's wrong?
I only have your face.
I know, I keep moving over. I'm sorry. Veronica says only like half my face because I keep scooching over. Sorry, guys. So what can I feel like passing out from Zepbound? Not typically, unless you're not eating enough, or maybe you are. Maybe if I do this, it'll be better. So if you're not eating enough, or maybe you are having a low blood sugar or low blood pressure or low heart rate. So you should not feel like you're passing out. That's not good. So you need to talk to your provider because I really don't want you feeling like that. It's not a typical side effect. So if that's happening, you need to reach out to your provider for sure. Definitely you need to do that. Okay. So thinning hair. Any diet may cause thinning hair. It's not just a GLP thing. So what you want to make sure that you're doing is you are getting enough protein. So women should be 100 grams and guys should be 120 plus. So every pound of muscle, you need 1 gram of protein. So make sure that you are getting your protein. Make sure you are getting a collagen, okay? Then make sure you're getting a hair vitamin. I like Nutrafol's hair vitamin, I really do. It's one of my favorites. On my Recrea Health page, there's this vitamin. I did just order another hair conditioner. So I have a hair conditioner coming as well, which is supposed to help with hair growth. So I'll be posting a video for that. Hello, Cape Cod. Good to see you. So once I get that, I will let you guys know as soon as I get that one. I'm on 2.5 going on 2 months. Should I move up? So yes. I recommend that you move up on your dose when you start having food cravings or the hunger. That is when you should move up. Definitely after 2 months or when you're not having L. Usually a lot of times when you move up, that is going to cause more side effects a lot of times. So if you've done that one dose, especially that low dose for 2 months, it's time to move up. It's okay to move up, definitely. I am on what's the best place for the injection? So if you go to my Recrea Health page, actually on both pages I posted these videos, but what's the best place for the injection? So the most effective is in the stomach. The less side effects is in the arm and the thigh, and it's the outer thigh. So that is what we tell people. So I usually tell people start in the stomach and see how you feel, and then go to your thigh and your arm. Why can I not feel the effects of alcohol while taking these medications? So these medications are actually used to treat alcoholism. So a lot of times it decreases the effect of the alcohol, but then it is also making it so that you aren't absorbing it as well because you're slowing down digestion. So the alcohol is either going to hit you harder or it may not hit you at all. So it's making you not want alcohol, which is in most cases a really good thing. Plus, it's a lot of empty calories. So a lot of times you just don't need it. I've been on T 5 milligrams for 5 months, and I'm thinking of going on S for maintenance. Do you recommend? Yes, I actually like S way better for maintenance. I highly recommend it. I have had a lot of success for people with S. One, it's less expensive. Two, it does work really well, and you could be at those lower doses for a lot longer. If you want to do it with us, we're really good with S for maintenance. So just DM us, or you can reach out to us on the information on the screen, and we could definitely help you. So just reach out to us anytime. Follow both our pages. Recrea Wellness is one page, Recrea Health is the other page. Screenshot, and then, we can definitely help you. So S is a really good for maintenance dose, and it's a lot less expensive, and on the low doses, very little side effects. But what we do is you go to the low dose and you can stretch that out to 10 to 14 days. I have some people that do it once a month, and they're totally fine, and they do fantastic on it. Horrible sulfur burps. It's what you ate. It's something that you ate that is causing those sulfur burps. You need digestive enzymes or a probiotic. So that's why I like ZenWise. It has the digestive enzymes in it. So there's 10 digestive enzymes in here, but what that's going to do is help your stomach process that food. Sometimes with the sulfur burps, the only way to get rid of it is to upchuck, which stinks, but it's literally and figuratively, but sometimes that's what you have to do. So what you need to do is figure out what you ate to get rid of that. On my Recrea Health page, I do have some videos to help you with figuring out what caused the sulfur burps and how to get rid of them. But digestive enzymes are really important. The other thing is Oxbile, Oxbile, can help you get rid of those sulfur burps as well. All right, bear with me. My questions just went all the way up or all the way to the bottom here. So 1 second. But this is really good for the sulfur burps. I have to get a colonoscopy. So I just scheduled mine. Woohoo! Yay, me. They recommended a week before I had to stop my colonoscopy. So yes, you do have to stop a week before. All right, Northern Belle, you are being a little feisty. Right. So there you go, Miss Northern Belle. Your opinion. All right, Northern Belle. Wow. Okay, let's get rid of you because you are not being friendly. All right, Northern Belle's gone, guys. Whew, okay. Veronica is modding on the other page, not on this page, and wow. So you all know that this is not poison. This is actually, the research is showing that it's really, really good for us. Somebody said digestive, instead of, for sulfur burps, they take apple cider vinegar, 1 to 2 teaspoons with sips of water. Works great. Digestive enzymes, do you take on an empty stomach or after eating? This says take 1 capsule immediately before any meal, is what this one says. I got a bad UTI. My doctor said I wasn't drinking enough water, was dehydrated. Definitely can happen. You have to have a ton of water on these. I think apple cider vinegar is absolutely disgusting. I went to a chiropractor's office once and I was working there and they tried to give me apple cider vinegar and I thought it was the most disgusting thing ever. But kudos to you if you can drink it. And I could see where that would help with the sulfur burps, to be honest with you. So if that works, great, fantastic. I'm on 12.5 and not Elling. So if you aren't Elling, then a lot of times that's when I suggest that free consultation. So I highly recommend giving us a DM or reaching out to us because a lot of times I need to specifically talk with you. And what I can do is because I need to go over your calories. Women are typically 13 to 1400. Guys are typically 16 to 1800. And then I need to look at how much protein, your age, your BMI. And because when your BMI gets into that 25 to 28, it gets really, really difficult. So there's some specific things that I have to go over with you specifically. So what I can do is work with you individually. But remember, this is a very slow, steady, consistent L. So women are 1 to 3 a week. Guys might be 3 to 5. But when you get into that tight BMI of 25 to 28, it gets hard, really, really, really hard. And you have to, really button down the hatches and you really, really, really have to, figure out some things specifically for you. And that's where that free consultation can come in. Week 10, compounded tea on 25 units for 2 months. Didn't L anything. Okay. You're a lady. So what happens there is women fluctuate. We may have 2, 3 with no L, and then all of a sudden it's just going to be fine. So that's typical. That is normal, and that's okay because that's what women do. If you are interested, you can DM us, and I know on Recrea Health you can't see this very well, but you can DM us, and this is called LipoBurn. This stuff is amazing for when you have that stall, and it is really good because it's all vitamins, and this can help you with the stall. So reach out, and it helps with the fat burn, it helps with energy, and it has immunity support in it as well. So this is something that we can really help you with. So, definitely reach out to us. I had my gallbladder, I'm assuming taken out 2 months ago. Can I take tea? Yes, you can. Absolutely. This has no effect on the gallbladder. I guess a couple months ago, there was a nurse that had went on and was telling everybody, oh my gosh, if you had a gallbladder issue or something, you can't take this. Not true. I went on a big deep dive in research and I found that it is not true. It does not cause gallbladder issues. Just having L can, or obesity can cause gallbladder issues. This does not cause gallbladder issues. Sorry about that. I was a little thirsty. All right. Hydration. Very, very important, people. Does Z have B12? If it is pink, it has B12. So yes. All right. Got to get past Northern Belle stuff, which she is gone. My wife is an RN. My sister is an NP. Oh, well, hey, you are good. Definitely good. They're going to watch you like a hawk. If you're in a family with a nurse practitioner and an RN, you're in trouble because we are definitely going to get you. I also like to use protein powder shakes for vitamins and increased energy. Yeah, if you need your protein. Protein is so important. If you've got to drink it, that's fine. And there's a lot of protein waters. I just found this one, which is on my Recrea Health page. It's called Ready. And it has 20 grams of protein plus electrolytes, and it's water, and it's black cherry, and it actually tastes pretty darn good. So if you want to find the link to purchase this, it's on my Recrea Health page. So you can go check this out on Recrea Health. So it tastes good. So if it's cold, it's really, really good. So I really do like it. All right. Just in response to Northern Belle, even though I've kicked her out, I don't get paid for this. This is actually just my page. I have my own clinic in Medina, Ohio. I don't get paid. I'm not paid by any pharmacies. I don't I can sell you the S&T, but I'm not paid or nobody's paying me to be here today or anytime that I'm on live or, anything. I do have the products on my Recrea Health page. So I do have the commissions off of those that if you do purchase any of those, but I am not paid by anything other than that. So, you guys are great if you do choose to support me. I really do appreciate it. But thank you very, very much. Good answer there, Veronica. Everything is poison. Tylenol is poison, to be honest with you. All right. If you have any medical procedure where they're going to put you to sleep, you honestly need to go off of these. Because if they have to stick a tube down your throat or anything like that, you have to be off of these. Sometimes a week, 2 weeks. It depends on your surgeon or your doctor or the anesthesiologist. Just make sure you ask them because they're going to be able to tell you what they specifically require. I have been Elling, now started walking and not Elling. What to do? So as soon as you start building muscle, there's going to be a time frame where you're not Elling, and that's normal. So what you need to do is just keep doing it because eventually your body's going to balance out, and then that L is going to return, and you're going to be fine. So what I recommend is that free consultation. So if it continues, reach out to us, and we can definitely help you with that. Usually it could be a month or so, but this lipo burn can help you with that as well. So you can try that. It's $70 a month. So you can reach out to us, DM us, and we can give you that. You could change your calories. You may not be getting enough calories because if you started walking, you may need more. You may need more protein, so you might not be giving your body enough. It depends on how much walking you're adding in. So, that's something that you could definitely reach out to us, and we can help you with that. So most women are 1,300 to 1,400 calories, and the protein should be right around 100 grams a day. So everybody's a little bit different. It depends on where your BMI is, Hope. It depends on where some stuff, so I would highly recommend that free consultation, and we could definitely help you. So you can reach out to us. Texting is really good and DMing is really good. How long do you think GLP should be used for treatment? You can stay on it forever. I will personally be on it forever. I just think it's really important. It really helps, and they've shown a lot of research of the long-term benefits, liver, kidney, heart, nervous system, Alzheimer's, dementia. They're showing all of this wonderful research out there now that is really amazing, and it's fantastic, and it's amazing what they're showing. So, it's just a matter of time, but I will be on it forever. I never want to go back to that person that I was. Is the arm site the one that makes you the sickest? No, the arm and the thigh will keep you from getting sick. The stomach tends to make you the sickest from what we have seen in our practice. How about we talk about the aftermath? Oh, there's the Northern Bell again. Okay, whatever. I have been on GLP for 8 months, and I have gone up in dose. So if you're not having the L, I recommend reaching out for the free consultation. So please reach out, because when you stop L, and I'm talking in code because I try not to get in trouble. I've been in trouble quite a few times on my main page, which is Recrea Health. So I'm really trying not to get in trouble at all on my Recrea Wellness page. So Recrea Health is my main page, and that is my bigger page, and then Recrea Wellness is my backup page. So I'm trying to keep it safe. It's the safe page. But so when you're not having L, what I highly recommend is that you reach out to us. And that is when I can give you a one-on-one consultation and really help you figure out what is going on and why you're not, having the L. So when you get into that BMI of like 25 to 28, it really starts to get hard. And that's when you have to really specifically look at you personally. So that is calories. That is your the protein, exercise. It's more specifically you and what's going on with you. Do you think it's important to use PPs? I don't know. But it depends on each individual. If you're having a lot of indigestion, you may need the PPIs. But if you're not having a lot of indigestion and you control it with your diet, then no, you don't want to take those. Proton pump inhibitors. If you don't need those, then you shouldn't take them. But if you're controlling it with your diet, then don't take. I don't like to take things if you don't need them. Is the way I look at it. So if you are controlling your indigestion without it, then don't take them. Is the way I feel. What do you do when you have hit your target? So if you've hit your target, what we recommend is that you learn. We don't want you to go back to where you were. So what we do is we help you continue that lifestyle. So the recommendation is that you go back and dose to the dose that you feel the most comfortable. If it's a low enough dose, sorry, I can't talk. If it's a low enough dose, then we start stretching it out a little bit so that you can start it like every 10 days, every 14 days. And then you just start living at that dose. And then if you can get to the point where, you're doing it once a month, which I have people doing that, but you have to get it a low enough dose that you're not going to have side effects from it. So everybody's different. That's where that free consultation comes in. Thank you, everybody that's been sharing my live. I really do appreciate it. So if everybody could do that, that'd be wonderful. And that would, really, really help us out. I do have a clinic in Medina, Ohio. So I really do appreciate everybody. I am a nurse practitioner. So thank you for following my pages. I have Recrea Health, which is my main page. And then I have a backup page, which is Recrea Wellness as well. So thank you so much, everybody, for following me. I really do appreciate it. Could you skip a dose if you don't feel hungry or like you need it? I would never skip a dose. I might decrease a dose, because if you skip a dose, the next dose has to be a decreased dose. Because if you skip a dose, then you try to do a high dose, there's a good chance you're going to make yourself sick, and you don't want to be sick. So you never want to skip a dose and then do the high dose. You just might want to do like a half dose. If you're not hungry, you need to talk to your provider about decreasing your dose anyways, because we want you eating. You have to eat. You can't go without eating, because what's going to happen is your body is going to go into a state of starvation, and then you're going to stop eating, and that's not good anyway. So we can't do that. So you actually need to decrease your dose. Okay, so it's really important to make sure that you're still eating. So if you aren't hungry at all and you're not eating at all, or you can't drink, or you're too nauseous, or you're really constipated, or you're having a lot of side effects, decrease your dose. Talk to your provider and find out how to decrease your dose. I've been on GLP for 8 months. I've gone up. I've not had any L. Call us. If you're not having L, or call your provider, talk to them, because there's a reason for that. Either your BMI is too low, you're getting too many calories, not enough calories, you're not getting enough protein. There's something going on, and there's a reason for that. Because honestly, you should have L. It's really difficult to not be L'ing. So we just need to talk to you to figure out why, what's going on, what's the reasoning behind that. Because I need to just talk to you to figure that out. So that's where we're really good at it. I've been on it for 3.5 years, almost 4, and we've been prescribing it for 3.5, almost 4 years. So we can really, really work with you and figure out what's going on specifically with you. I haven't been able to L my last 7, and can you help? Yes, absolutely. Please reach out. DM, use the info that's here. Just reach out to us, because I need to look at more specifically what's going on with you. Where's your BMI? How many calories? Are you getting too many? Not enough? What's specifically going on with you? We do cover 47 states. I work with a physician that has 50 state license. So There's a lot of stuff going on, especially after having a baby. Your body has gone through so many changes. And so we need to figure out specifically you and what's going on with you. So sometimes you can throw in this lipo burn, which is fantastic. It's just vitamins, but it helps burn fat. So a lot of you have heard of Lipomino, which is an injection that you can do, but this is basically Lipomino in a pill. So what you can do is you can take this once a day, usually in the morning because it is vitamins, and it can give you a lot of energy. But it gives you energy. It's a fat burner and it's immunity support. So it's really good. But if you DM us, I have a store, but it's down right now because we were having some processing fee issues. But if you DM us, we can help you with this, or you can use the info here and we can definitely help you. But when you get into that BMI that's really having like real close to that 25, 28, it gets difficult. It really gets difficult. And that's where I'm at right now. So I really kind of struggle. But you know what? I'm actually comfortable where I'm at, but I really understand it. Full effect for me is in my arm. You could still have full effect in the arm and the leg, less side effects in the arm and the leg. It's the stomach, you just might have more side effects. Some people want more of the side effects because they feel like it keeps them from eating more. So everybody is just different. And what works for you is the best for you. Okay. So can I explain the pathophysiology of the med? Okay. I'm going to do it really quick so that because I'm really behind on it. 3 ways. So I'm not going to go deep into the science of it because if you want that, you can look it up. But I'm going to give you the 3 ways that it works. 1, in the brain. It shuts down the craving and the hunger. So you need to listen to that. You need to learn to listen to, I'm not hungry, I'm not craving. 2, it affects the stomach, slows down the digestion so you can't eat as much. So don't eat to full because you're going to throw up. So it really helps with that. 3, it's going to get rid of the insulin resistance. So insulin resistance is really important because it's going to start processing your blood sugars better. So it's going to start making everything function better with your insulin and your sugar. And that's basically how it works. That's the nitty gritty, the easy version of it. If you want the high intense science version, that's a different day, different conversation. Could take us hours. Just wanting to do a quick start for 3 months. Which would you recommend, S or T, Gold, 20 or 25? I recommend S. Less expensive. That is a very hefty goal for 3 months. 1 to 3 a month for women. 1 to 3 a week for women, 3 to 5 a week for guys. This is not a quick lose. This is a lifestyle change. This is a slow, steady, consistent L. If you only have 20 to 25 that you want to L, it might take you a little bit longer than just 3. Because if that's all you need, then you're in a closer BMI to normal, which is going to be a little bit harder to do. But we can help you with that. Our S in most states is $2.99, and our T, then you should be okay. You should be able to do that. Because her name, Ty. So what I would say, Ty, is please reach out to us so we could definitely help you. But our S is $2.99 in most states, and our T is $4.50. Sorry, I don't know why I brain farted on that. But we could definitely help you with that. So reach out to us. What was the fiber pill? I like fiber gummies, and it's Metamucil gummies. I don't like the pills. They don't seem to work as well. But I like the gummies. They're sugar-free, and they actually taste good. So those are the ones I like. Hey, just got in. Are you saying we don't need to drink alcohol? You don't need to ever drink alcohol, but if you so choose to drink alcohol, you can. Stick with the keto-friendly drinks, but a lot of people can't tolerate alcohol on these. They don't want it because of the brain thing, and the body, your stomach, because it's digesting slower, you don't really know how it's going to hit you. So it may not work as well, or it may hit you really hard all at once. So I tell people when you first start these, drink slow until you know how it's going to hit you, is my recommendations. Oh, wait a minute. I just hit something wrong here. Sorry about that. Okay. I can't use the patches because the adhesive breaks me out. I wouldn't recommend the patches at all. I think they're phooey. I don't think they're legit. I think they're a bunch of bad stuff. I don't think the patches are effective, and I wouldn't waste your money. I'm curious about neurological effects. I've had bad allodynia and less restless leg. Neurologically, there's actually research that shows that they're actually beneficial. So you may actually, JMO, have better neurological effects. I would say talk to your provider and you may be surprised. I've had a lot of people say that they've really had great neurological and anti-inflammatory results from these, and they've done really well. I always recommend S first because of its benefit. It's less expensive. It's been out the longest, and it's $150 in one molecule difference for us. So that's why I always say start with S. I have been on GLP for 8 months, and I have gone up in dose, but no L. So highly recommend that you reach out, twins, because that is where that free consultation comes in, because we really dig deep into you and figuring out what's going on with you. LipoBurn is a really good idea. That's this stuff here. It's a pill that you take once a day. It's $70 a month. It's really beneficial. It has a whole bunch of vitamins in it. And I really do think that it's something that you might want to try. What should I do when I hit my target? We do really good with maintenance, so I highly recommend also reaching out. We decrease dose and then we stretch it out for 10 days, 14 days, and then I like S the best. That's been my most experience, and I really do find that people have great results with S, and we have a lot of people on maintenance, and they do really, really, really well. If you all could please share my live, I would really appreciate it. Please follow both of my pages, which is Recrea Health and Recrea Wellness. And I really, really do appreciate if you could share my live on both pages would be fantastic, but I don't know how to do that. So I think you have to go to the other page and then come back or whatever. I don't know. I am not techie at all. So thank you. And then, all right, the latest symptom seems to be twitches. Anyone else had those issues? Could you guys please answer that? Anybody else have twitches? That could be from something else. I don't know. I've not heard of that one. So that's interesting. Thank you. S is the generic name for W and O. I have to talk in codes so that I don't get in trouble. So I hope that helps you. So in my case, I'm looking to get this Jumpstart for 3 months. Oh, I just answered you, Ty. Sorry, you're on both pages. There you go, girl. All right. What is the count of protein for women? Women should be 100 grams of protein. Guys should be 120. Or if you want to get complicated, every pound of muscle is 1 gram of protein. That's the complicated version, just so you know. All right. I am about 100 questions behind or more on my Recrea Wellness page. You guys are killing it over on this page. The Recrea Health page, I don't know why TikTok's not pushing that page out as well. Thank you. Megan has never heard of Twitches, so I don't know. All 14 of you on the Recrea Health page, could you all 14 please share that page? That live, please. I would really appreciate it if you would kindly, please. All right. Oh no. I just got pushed all the way to the bottom of my 99 questions here. If you are on bioidentical HRT, can you do GLP? Absolutely, 100%. They work extremely well together, and we actually do them here at Recrea Health and Wellness. So if you are interested, we can definitely take care of that. So yes, you can do GLPs after gallbladder, 100%. All of our consultations are 100% free. They are, yes, just reach out to us. We have no hidden costs. Our S is $299 a month. Our T is $450 a month in most states. So please reach out to us. Have any effects on uterine fibroids, GLPs? Absolutely not. They might actually even help that a little bit, I would think, because of the, they help with, GLPs help with PCOS, so that might help with the fibroids. I don't know if that's true. I'm just guessing. That's just me guessing. Do you sell Lipomino Mix from the same company, Olympia, or do you use, I actually can get the Lipomino from a couple different companies, but typically I do use Olympia, Jose, but I can get it from different pharmacies as well. All right, $4.99 for how much? So Lachelle, I think is how you say that. So $4.99 is for a month's supply for the tea. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. And there's no hidden fees at all. And our dosing, as your dosing goes up, our price does not change. Week 11 got nauseous. So depending on, did your dose change? You might get nauseous. What you ate might make you nauseous. There's a lot of reasons why you can get nauseous all of a sudden. My opinion on R. So I received a letter probably a month and a half ago now from the Board of Pharmacy in Ohio. I am not allowed to prescribe R. And all of the pharmacies that I'm currently working with, they do not have R because they are all FDA regulated pharmacies. And the FDA will not allow us to prescribe R. So with saying that, my opinion is I will not prescribe R. I cannot prescribe R. R is not released by Lilly yet. So R is not available to legit pharmacies or legit providers. That's my opinion on R. What is the long-term availability of GLPs? There's no issues with it. It is becoming more and more and more available. I've done my stomach 10 weeks, not sickness, just crazy smelly burps. LOL, but I did my thigh last night. You can move it around. The smelly burps are typically 97% of the time because of something that you ate. So you need to reflect back and figure out what you ate and then not eat that again. Digestive enzymes are really good for helping with sulfur burps. So get some digestive enzymes to help you with the sulfur burps. So this is on my Recrea Health page. I really do like these. I think they're fantastic. All right, I have about 14 more minutes. I have a patient coming at 2 o'clock. So I need to try to get through some of these questions here. If we stay on it forever, should it be every weekly? I will be on it weekly as long as my BMI doesn't drop below 22, which I don't think I would ever do that because I don't know that I've ever had a BMI of 22. Maybe when I came out of my mom, my BMI was 22. No, I was a big baby, so I don't think that's true. But yes, you can be on it weekly. Some people are on it monthly in my clinic. Some people are on it bi-weekly in my clinic. So it really just depends on each individual and what they need and what they want. So, it really just depends. I'm sorry if you've answered my question already, but my hair is shedding. Okay. Every single diet is going potentially cause you to lose your hair. So you need to make sure your protein is proper, and that is 100 grams. Is it Rusty? I told him to. Okay. So you need to make sure you're getting your protein. Protein is 100 grams a day for women and 120 grams a day for guys. You need to make sure that you're taking your collagen. Okay. Collagen, extremely important. Plus it has protein. You also need to make sure that you're getting a good hair vitamin. I like Nutrafol. It's one of the best ones out there. Plus it has 95% efficacy. Okay. The other one that's on my Recrea Health page is Vitagreen, which is a really good one as well. and you can take that for your hair. But you need to have a good hair conditioner, and have one coming also that I should have here within just a couple days. The metal taste, the sulfur burps, you need digestive enzymes. Figure out what you're eating that's causing that. That is something else that's really a problem also. If you are on these and you're not having a good L, then I highly recommend that you give us a call, because there's a lot of things that we really need to look into to figure out what's going on with you. And we can really help you figure out what's going on with you. So $4.99 for tea is per month. I wish that was for a year. I don't know where in the world you're getting it for that much. That's insane. Good luck for you. Yeah, that's awesome. If you're getting it for that much, don't ever switch. That's crazy. All right. Let me read down through here. I'm trying to get some of these. The free consultation, basically, actually, on my middle pinned videos, I have the free consultation in a nutshell, super fast. You can watch that if you want to. Basically, we go over you, we go how the meds work, we go over, what's going on with you specifically, what you need, and we just talk about you and what you need to know. So that is, we do an intake form. Everybody's so different. So it's just figuring out what you need and, specifically your issues and your concerns, and discuss that with you. Do GLPs have any effect on, I already answered that one. Sorry. Let me read these over. So I clump the GLPs all together, essentially. So some of the orals, I don't like the orals as much because they tend to cause more GIs. And I personally have never prescribed them. The ones that I work with the most are S&T. So any of the oral ones or any of the other injectables, I haven't personally worked with them. So I don't tend to talk about them as much. So that is where I go with that. Hair, you have to get the protein, you have to take a vitamin, and you have to make sure you're getting your calories and things like that as well. Any weight loss program, potentially you can lose your hair. So you just need to make sure that you are getting your protein. Okay, it's really, really important. Why does it seem to not work for me? So you can't just take these and not make changes. Changes are really, really important, because if you're not making the changes, these aren't going to just miraculously do their job. You have to make the changes in order to help these to work. Patches, I wouldn't waste your time or your energy or your money, because I have not found them to work. I think they're a waste of money, especially any of the ones that you're seeing on here. I haven't found even any of the ones that I don't even know if I can get them from my pharmacy, to be honest with you. Yes, you can take tea with lipo. It's completely fine. Pancreatitis is a risk. Somebody asked, can you get pancreatitis? Yes, that is a risk. It's rare. If you've had pancreatitis in the past that increased your risk, you have to be very closely monitored by a provider, and they can definitely help you. But you need to be very careful with your provider. Yes, you can take this with bioidentical hormones. I'm on them. We have lots of patients on both, and they do fantastic. They work very well together. Be careful if you're doing these more or less than every 10 to 14 days, because you can have increased risk of side effects. So be careful. So the question is, if you're not going to be home on shot day, can you take it a day early or a day late? I would prefer, yes, you can take it a day early. Don't take it more than 1 day early. So don't take it 2 days early, but 1 day early is okay. Yes, you can take it a day late. Don't ever go more than 10 days late. All right. So that's your question. We answered pancreatitis. So to take it on the road with you, I just took it on a cruise with me. I've had it out in the country with me. Absolutely no issues. I've done checked bags. I've done carry-on bags. We put it in toothbrush holders. I do a pre-drawn syringe and a toothbrush holder, completely fine. And there's no issues whatsoever. It can usually be out of the fridge for a little while. Check with your pharmacy, your provider, to ask them what's the rule on your particular prescription, and they can usually tell you. Ours can be out of the fridge for 21 days and be completely fine. It's just each provider is different. I have no opinion on Mary Ruth multivitamin. I've never seen that. Is it too much while being? I don't know that per vitamin. I'm sorry, I can't help you with that one. Just watch your B12 and your B6, and if you're on it. So, Mill Baby, to prevent pancreatitis, if you've ever had pancreatitis, then you need to be careful. There's not really a way to prevent pancreatitis other than if you get left upper quadrant pain, seek immediate medical attention. I have 6 minutes, everybody. My patient is actually here waiting for me. So the loss for women is 1 to 3 a week. For guys is 3 to 5 a week. So you just need to make sure that you understand that it's very slow, steady, consistent. So 4 and 3 months is really slow. So I would actually reach out to us for a free consultation or reach out to your provider and find out what's going on, because that is kind of slow, but that maybe you have a low BMI, maybe, your calories too high, maybe your calories are too low, maybe you're not getting enough protein. So there's a lot going on there. So they really need to talk to you about that and figure out what's going on. We are talking about GLPs. It says that on the screen there. 46-year-old female. So hair loss, perimenopause. We do a lot with hormones. We do a lot with GLPs. So you need to make sure that you are taking your protein. Protein is extremely important when we're talking about any kind of program when it comes to, the weight, hormones. You might want to get your thyroid checked. There's a lot of different things in there that are involved. When we check the hormones, we check the thyroid. We check all of that stuff. Can I take lipo pills with the Lipo-C? No, you do not want to double dip in that because it's a lot of the same things. So you actually don't want to take both of them. You want to take one or the other. Been on MJ since November. With type 2 and weight loss, just the last month. And you probably need to get you're losing a lot of hair. You need to talk to your doctor, get your thyroid checked, check your protein levels. You also need to, make sure that you have your kidneys checked, because if you have type 2, you don't want to have too much protein because your diabetes could be affecting your kidneys. And if you get too much protein, that could affect your kidneys as well. So you need to make sure that you're talking to your provider before you change up anything in your, what you're eating or not eating or anything like that. So please talk to your provider before you do anything and see what they say. Lainey, down 50 since April. No, not necessarily any underlying issues, but I would definitely reach out to your provider. Some people just respond really, really well, but you might want to talk to your provider just to make sure, just to see what's going on, because that is quite a bit. But we have people that do it all the time, and it doesn't necessarily mean anything. Collagen intake. I would say drinks or gummies, whichever you like, whichever works for you. Took my 3rd dose yesterday, and I'm completely... So make sure you are getting your calories, your protein, and hydration. Very, very important. Very, very important. If you're having a lot of cramping in your stomach, reach out to your provider. No, that is not normal. There might be something else going on, but there's something they can do about it. All right, guys, I am so sorry. If I missed your question, please DM or reach out on the screen, and I will definitely get to you. I have a patient here in the clinic, so I need to take care of him. And body aches can sometimes be normal, so you need to, check with your provider. That's definitely something that, you need to reach out and talk to them about. The switch from compound to Eli, I hear that all the time. So compounded is stronger. It's more effective. And I hear that all the time. So People that are always saying, oh, don't use compounded. It's crazy because it is not true. Compounded is very good and very effective. And I always warn people, and I always go down a dose, and I warn people all the time that is way more effective. And that's how we do it. Okay, so our information is on the screen. You can DM us. So please screenshot this. My other page is Recrea Health. That's my main page. There's a lot of information that you can get on my other page. Follow both pages, at Recrea Health and at Recrea Wellness. Please reach out if you need anything. If you have a question, if you can't get a hold of your providers, please reach out. We cover 47 states. We are more than happy to take care of you. So just please reach out. I will be more than happy to answer any of your questions. If you're stalled, if you need lipoburn, if you're having bowel issues, if you're having any issues at all, we are here for you. Okay. That is the whole, I just want everybody to be safe on these because I am finding more and more and more that you aren't getting the information that you need. I will be live tomorrow. I try to go live every day, Monday through Friday, just to make sure that we're getting the information out to you. So please give me a text, a call, a DM, whatever you need, and I will be here for you. Thank you and have a wonderful day. I hope I have helped you with anything that you need. You guys have been fantastic. And you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Please see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Two different people offered me twice what I paid for it. Check back with me maybe next spring. What is it?
Did she go potty after she woke up?
Yeah.
She's a cutie.
Isn't she adorable?
She is.
Her eyes are yellow.
I didn't know if they went brown or yellow.
Hey, lady.
Yeah, it is.
Look at them, they're yellow.
Vicious, huh? Your dad said she looks like Lilo and Stitch.
She looks like
Yes.
Just like a baby kid.
Well, my big Charles, I'm size. They're just chewing up everything.
Well, this is a big pop right here. Although I've got her in training classes and
Oh, I'm a hot mess.
about this.
On the inside, there's no problem. Going into sepsis, my kidneys started failing, then I found colitis, I'm getting one large prostate. Body surgery, child construction, and body. Really should.
She hasn't said a thing.
All I know is I'm told that she keeps asking me crying, and I said, well, I'm gonna this girl off. He did me.
Hated it?
Yeah. He made my life since I'm seeing.
Now, why did Ed do that?
It just slipped out.
Oh, she could have lunch too. Why are you doing that
That's
first?
what will take her home.
Oh, well, did you put it, I'll just say, put it on that thing. Well,
He did my still sticks.
oh, there we go.
That's a good idea. You get one of those for the bathtub.
That's usually what that's, I think that's why it's suction.
That would just smear peanut butter on the wall.
Oh, that all blows a bath.
Next time I'll be.
Well, the little female, she likes that. I got her once in a while. You're killing me. Ow. The little male, he starts howling when I pick him up, take him in the bathroom. Like I'm killing him.
Oh.
All right, so
I gotta mix it up.
I brought you a Ben Franklin. That's all I had access to. If I have to pay you more, I'll sell it to you when I unfreeze my accounts.
Okay. So what do we want?
I've got this. Sorry.
Okay.
But I can use this stuff because it's really helps. It just is going to slow my it's way off.
Okay.
And I just but it stays in your skin until you get lost. So I think we know the babysit
Uh-huh.
and she was just,
Oh.
doing this. And I'm like, what's going on? What's up with you? Come on, girl, I gotta get your coffee.
Right.
And I'm going to do some stuff. And she sat down. Oh, my client came and I had to leave. Before I could get done, she took off. And then I'm like, look, the wedding coming up, my fever is ready. They will even take on and pay you more. She said, I'm this. And I was like, okay, it's money, what's wrong? And I asked her, I said, really, Bobby, this much help as I've given you, and she did. You owe me at least $20.
Right.
Well, I told you I was gonna do stuff, and you ignored it. I said, I did,
I
I'm
just see the
really sorry. Yeah, it was never my intent,
Right.
and then she said, well, yeah, you just ignored me and that hurt me, and I'm just tired of getting my confused. And I'm like, we gave you $400 to go to see Justin. Go to see him. We ordered all that stuff, $200 worth of medallions and footprint. I called the veteran paper. We left them perfectly good car, and I sold for $700. By the time they go out to the meeting, it's like the windshield. She pulled off the road the first week I let her use it, crushed the exhaust and everything fixed. We used the battery to use it, to make sure that the plate was closed, and on the highway, it was shattered on the windshield. And they said, well, we'll pay you that. And I said, I don't wanna turn this engine, my insurance company.
Right.
So we got the car back, the back wouldn't open. The window wouldn't open, the hatchback wouldn't open, nothing. I told the car 200, and they had to drive it out, because they couldn't get it started.
Oh.
We went for a date night, I gave her $100 bill, and she cost her. We gave them $100 for Christmas. I bought them food more than once. Packs of hamburger, all of that stuff, frozen peanuts, that's for every,
You answer my phone.
not everybody, but yeah, I'm using it. Well, he's upset. And he keeps explaining me.
Oh, cause that said that.
And he said, oh, I was just kidding. And he's like,
Tell a baby that.
and I called, I text Bobby and said, can you please ask him, what are we telling? What are we doing?
He wasn't in the store. When you need my shit all the time. I did. All you got was in the baby. Wait, Alan, can she give you a call back? She's currently with a patient.
I'm school, I have such small too. I can't, so I go get my.
You.
This much time. Every time I go for work, like, well, I'm moving. Well, I'll tell you what, you should have saw this one, I had to knock like this. This one, she didn't pinch off and I bled all over my favorite white shorts.
From her side.
It's like, ah. I'm coming in here. So, yeah, girl. Very-
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I can try to pop the edge on.
What are you looking for? If the file must have pulled it back up in there. Who does that? Yeah, cause I had it at one.
She likes that thing.
So he's having a competition.
Oh.
So she's like, I'm taking for us. So, that way we'll.
Bless you.
I like how he's like, I'm trying.
Yeah, my initial. Right. Ew.
Why is it your stuff? I said, what I'm asking, why your stuff?
That's all. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that is priceless.
Why would it be nice?
And life insurance life, because they find out. So, it wasn't how much.
I don't know who these are, who needs these? Just, yeah. So you can see what I did. Yeah, no, this top, I would pour my heart and soul in right after 7 weeks. And
She is beautiful.
Yeah.
If I would have saw you before I got the puppies, I would have gotten one of you for all the thousands of dollars that we spent on the other ones.
Yeah, this one is, she is special. She is a good girl. But smart.
My Eva, she's really smart. Murphy, he's devious. He's devious.
She's fancy. She used to bark, like, if you told her, be like, no, and she'd turn around and she'd bark.
The big dog, the big pit bull that's already has, and the female, they're beating up on the little man. So now he's in a ride. Because they literally will play tug of war with Murphy. They want to grab his tail, the other one will grab his ear, and they try to pull him apart. So that he goes and bullies the cat because you know how it goes. They picked up, he said, I'm gonna pick up the cat. He's like, come on.
Maybe even funnier. I was just crazy.
Yeah, I need to call Drew,
Okay.
that movie guy that filmed out here,
Yeah.
because I wanna make sure that they better do him while I have the credits. And I was going to have him change it to record and not the other one.
Oh, okay. Did they ever do, so the one that was filmed here, did it ever?
It has not been put all together yet, but I just worked with him, because they did film at my house. So he wasn't the producer of that one, he was an actor, and I forgot to ask him. But he's wanting me to come up to Indy to do a music video. So we've been kind of hashing that price, and I'm like, look, I'm not doing this for free. This is how I make my money. And if I'm doing stuff for free for the movie people, I can't be servicing my clients, which means I can't make any money.
Right.
And the insurance for the Mercedes is more for that car than the other two cars in the So I'm making 2 car payments.
Right.
So I gotta have the money, right? All right, well, thank you so much. I'm just getting to do my hair.
Oh, she's, just eating lunch now.
We need a babysitter.
She's not that long.
Yeah, she just told that right before we came in. She's like, here, Dad, she's like,
Yeah, she's rushing.
so it's here, please?
Yeah. So you just put it in the wrinkles and then she has to just nibble through it.
Oh, that's so, that would be like you go to Williams Warehouse and they're like, well, you might get her pocket somewhere.
Well, but here's the thing, it says 15 minutes of this is like an hour of exercise. Right.
Goes this,
Behind that door over there.
all
I'll
right.
give you one
That's good.
clue.
Well, if you can find this job.
We actually have, I can get one in this, but it is a wrinkle relaxer.
Okay,
It's actually,
I mean, this, and then Ed bought me one for Christmas, it's called Lavalier from the store at Summit Mall. It's $600. He got it for half off. And I put that on before I do the makeup for the movies, and before I can even get all their makeup finished, they're talking about their faces getting a little numb.
so the one we have, the 1.7 ounce pro size is $304.
Can you get any type of samples, because I have 3 clients that are Asian, that are obsessed, that I'm like, look,
Yeah.
you're spending a fortune a year on creams and all this stuff, and it's burning your face, and this, just go get the damn facelift, or go see Angie and get Botox.
So I can get travel size, which would cost, their cost would be $96. Would they pay that?
Well, 200 million hair salons, why not? But they're just, that makes no sense. I'm like, you could go get the lifestyle, $3,500. Oh, that's too much money. I'm like, how much money did you spend last year for the little devices and the creams? Yeah. So, I was on to that. I should be seeing probably next.
Kilo pins for your trailer. What I'm saying is they have the kilo pins, they put it in.
Always wanted to go our utilities.
I have one for my trailer, so it's stored on the street. Yeah, I can get that.
Shoot me the name of it.
Okay.
Um,
I'll probably video of it.
and I will try to push for this. My girlfriend,
And that sells me.
it's hosting a wedding, selling $50. She has the money. They lived in a mansion, indoor outdoor pool, a lake. They bought the mansion behind them. They left the dogs in the front mansion, and now we're losing that. She offered me $50,000 for skincare and made up a couple of life. And now it came back to school. I have a lot more free time. I was like, get all this self crap. And like, you know, use
Yeah, this stuff's pretty amazing, because I started using the item. And within a week,
you look pretty smooth.
yeah, within a week, I had my eyelids off my eyelashes.
I'm sorry to do that.
Yeah, and then this gives you a 15% lift
Yes.
within 8 weeks. It's for revision.
Okay, so we used to do, I used to do a rep for dermatological.
Okay, yeah, this stuff's pretty.
And I wouldn't be wrong about things we can do.
Yeah, what's this one? This stuff's pretty cool. I really like.
At the end of that line, we need to pick
Yeah.
the top or bottom, where you're
There are
at.
so many different skincare lines. If anyone who's got a
Well, this says medication.
you're outside, so they're talking about, they don't want pharmaceutical grade, and stuff that you want. So, all right, well, thank you. And I'll
You're
keep in
welcome,
touch.
Yeah.
See you later, guys. Good morning, Grayson.
You're right, it was the same page. Like, hard thing that beat, I mean, you're kind of this.
You're about that fast time, and I had never given you a mega fast.
Wait, she hasn't been back today.
The second you say that, I'm gonna use.
Right. Well, we've had activities. Yeah. She's like.
Go bye bye. No, go pee boys. Hey, I printed this out, and it's like one time.
I've sent it twice now.
Should we email it to them?
Oh, Scribba. I haven't, I've started downloading it, I just haven't got it all downloaded. There's a file on my computer if you wanna go finish.
I can get it to them.
I'm gonna email it, there's an email on here.
Is it saved to email like that?
I
This
guess.
is an attorney's office, and if they see us HIPAA in compliance, they come after you.
There's an email on here.
For a transmit electronic copy to a builder, it says you'll need profile. For my computer, it's,
Please transmit the electronic.
like, email, password protected file, we don't have them.
Hold on. Print it. I didn't want to print it. Here, but I started.
All the nothing is like. Or by uploading a specified secure report. My specified security. Hello, this is Veronica, how can I help you?
Or fax it. Not fax.
Now we get you pulled up real quick. And could you confirm your date of birth for me? Are we still the watch for the address? And, any changes on those things? Yes, have you, I mean, you've been on this dose since January. And you want to do it again? Absolutely. You don't have to stay on that one, but you're not, especially if you're having to do, if you get any issues, you want to call, we have instructions that we can give you. So you don't have to suffer for doing that. We would just pretty much tell you the partial introduction, the same as previously, and then to express that. Sharon, I am ready whenever you are. Any inspiration? Let me see this. Alright, Michelle, I will go ahead and do that work history today. Is there anything else I can do for you while I have you on the phone? Is there anything else I can help with today while I have you on the phone? You are very welcome. You have a good day. Ready?
You know what's speaking your combinations? I'm delicious crunch. Yeah, previously tasty flavors. Yes, I'm talking about popcorn. They're hot and road dry. So you can enjoy great flavor and ingredients. From popcorn deliciously cracked diesel, the cheesy goodness of their white cheddar flavor. You'll like it, hot. It's so good. Look for popcorns at your favorite retailer or at the banners to shop in.
So you said we're available now on Saturdays? I can't help her move. I don't have an arm. So I can't,
You can go manage
there's no muscle.
your TJ and her.
Yeah, but I don't know. What do you want? Help? For the move? I have some help. I haven't moved yet. Yeah, there's nobody. Hey, we did it. We moved.
Whatever the deal is, if you couldn't do it on the weekend, you did it all at night. You did it at 9 o'clock at night till 2 in the morning, just get it done.
All you need is
You know,
You gonna do that?
really,
Are you willing to do what I need to do?
what,
I can't do 92.
why is it, I mean this,
I know, clearly.
why is it our problem?
Because I like to help.
Okay. If we're not available when they wanna move, then you're making yourself available, just do it.
Well,
Worrying about the muscles is not your problem.
well, I know, but,
You don't have friends?
well, so Sunday, there's a little bit more muscle available. You want how much?
I'm not saying you got it clear. I know you wanna help, but we don't have the resources. You know, and she knows that we have the resources, you need. Right? What's he thinking? He said, I do go gracious to this. That's your problem.
nothing down.
What is that line where it says that's it?
But he's like, I am not a waiver. He looked me in the eyes and said, let's get it on. And I thought he
They put basically on the so you can.
Okay, so here's a chart. So it says it's fax it. But we have to run it. That's just, by uploading to my specified here. First, what if I email them asking if for the portal? They'll ask if some needs uploaded, so I would it's just the, not.
I am so not a vapor.
Yeah. Yeah, that's neat.
But
What's this part? I must stop on the reading person. Reading something high, like I said, let's get it on.
it'll play on the spot. Yes. Send two different. Let's do it now.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, put it in there.
Oh, yeah, it's so good.
It was scary as well.
We said, let's get it on.
I like how she just.
What we got in the shed? So you start moving shit around for streets?
As much as I could, I couldn't, so I'm gonna have to get on. You know?
I think you're handicapped.
Well, last time she didn't handicap herself, we had to go to 2.0.
I'll just start doing it then. It's boxes.
No, where's
There's too many boxes.
Race.
I'm allowed to be without a brace now. I have 6 weeks out.
What?
Why do you wanna go to this one? We have paint those.
Maybe I told you. You did? Aaron said it, so it said it in my brain, I don't know what it is, and then I'm a lot of crap.
Yeah, I'll send you postage. Don't start postage here.
I don't even do that.
No. My teammates don't know that. They posted that green paint.
Yeah.
For those who stop crying. You were driving.
Seeing grandma all over me. 70-year-old lady.
All 6 of my AirPods, it's just me. And then
You know, why don't you do yourself? I was saying. Your substitution.
first thing I'm gonna do in my very first class, roll call. Hey, Rob. Jaquetta. Jaquetta.
I would get some butt like last. Like, look at this guy.
But, this guy? You're looking at? Papa?
That's cool. I told Aaron, I was like, that's not enough for a substitution or position for marketing and learning. That's what or either that, or you're gonna make a dent, and you're like, sir, do you wanna just be our contracted substitute?
Nothing said. You got me have to have you on your team. What kind of team? Math, science, Spanish.
Spanish would be good.
I heard the math, they changed on math.
You can't do anything. Remember how you showed us the multiplication, creating number division? You don't do that. Landon showed you how they did their multiplication or double digits. I'm like, what am I looking at? So think about, it looks like a graph, right?
No.
Two of the numbers on the side. You do this thing, you add them all up, and then, yeah, it's a 4. It's like, it's so weird.
I'll teach you my way. I'll teach you my way. Yo, not that way. This is how you teach them my way. They come back to school and show your work. They do it my way. What is this?
And it sucks because history just had a read on like Trump passed that thing, you can't teach anything as far as like black empowerment movement, and slavery and stuff. Kids use that. They're the parents. Well, on there, there goes all the history.
It's a work. What do you think, Phil?
I did,
Look at, back then,
I did. I had to help her in.
there was one thing. in there. I'm going
It
home.
was very much so on there, right there.
Very bad. You go home.
We just had this in Angela for very moments. I was just calling you over your last. I'm sorry it's a little bit late. I know it was back in August. But if you want to give me a call, I can go over them with you, 330, and I will. Thank you. Have a great day.
I mean, if I don't, you know what? If I don't need you, is there a day that she's off? Yeah, I can do it right now.
She works at the grades 5, grade 4.
Hello, this is Brian. Help you. I'm doing good, so how are you doing today?
I was just gonna get, I'm just gonna get a little one on a little trailer on Saturday. And then
She does want to look at the list, but I'm
TJ a little handheld.
at some point today.
And then
Is
she
there
just get her
time,
bed and get her.
particularly you're unavailable to avoid or?
Oh, I didn't hear that, sorry, did you?
Perfect, yeah, I will try to have her like then, more than likely she will, but I just want to make sure before. You're welcome, Mr. Fisher, I'll have to give you a call. That's all. But- And I emailed her twice, and I emailed her too. Otherwise, I'm only, what's that? Oh.
Hey, Alan, it's Angela. Okay, so you, testosterone is 695. So, well, I mean, actually, it's pretty good. I mean, you are. Yeah, just we went high. So I would like to keep you for the 30th. Okay, so we have you down for the 30th at 9 AM. You want to keep it at 9 AM? Okay. Your what is? No, everything else is really, it's back to normal. Your hemoglobin's back to normal, your estrogen is normal. Your hematocrit is just normal, it's 52, and you're 53.7. Because you donated blood, you said 2 days before. Okay, yeah, so everything's back to normal. Yeah, everything's good. Yeah, that one is all diet based. I don't even, it's, I'll send you a picture of what you do about it, it's diet based on what you do to raise it. Yeah, but I'll send you of what it is, to help with it. It's actually just not, but It's, there's nothing really new about it. It's, because it's just a diet-based thing. But it's, yeah, it's, one of those things that guys were adding. And the funny thing is, like, home, I said, okay, we're adding this, what does it mean? And they're like, oh, well, if you're going to give you the exemptions, what do you eat? I'm like, well, what exemptions are adding it for? Yeah, so it's not one of those things that I have a real answer for. Yeah, so. Okay. No, you're. No. Yeah, no, everything's good. Yeah, you're actually right where I would want you, and because you've been going high on your testosterone and your hemoglobin and hematocrit have been going high, I actually would feel better if we pushed you out to the 30th, just so we don't push your numbers high again. Okay, and then that way I can do your regular dose, because if I pelleted you tomorrow, I'm gonna drop down in pellets. And so that's why, I'm sorry? Correct. 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 So it is either I drop your dose down tomorrow, like if you did it tomorrow, I would drop your dose down, or I push it out and then the same dose. Right. Right. Yes, so it's usually better to push it out in 2 weeks versus giving it on. All right, sir, so I'll see you in a couple weeks. Alright, you're welcome, no problem. Okay. Where's this? Why'd you put that in there? Because you just told me you were emailing them. We did still. Oh, I had two of them already. I think I want to. This worked earlier, what is happening? Hi, how are you? Good. I'm on Paris. Oh, you wanted to eat your blood draw? Yeah. All right, so we're going to have you. Might as well just get it started, right? Yeah. So it moves. Trash. It's in the trash. It's really something else. Okay, we're just gonna have you do this one. You already did the intake. Okay. So write your name here. Okay. And then print and sign. Okay. And you hate that your mom put the E on the dawn. Yes. Because you have cursive that looks like Daune, so everybody calls him Dwayne. Oh, jeez. Yes. Yeah. We did handwriting back when I was in school. Right. Yeah, I'm with you. Now they get none of it. I know. Somebody was telling me about their daughter applied for a job and she didn't know how to do her signature because she never learned in school how to sign her name. Well, now it's all electronic, so it's just scribble anyways. Yeah. Do you want me in there? Yes. And Veronica, if you look to see if you have, we probably need your address. That's probably the only very useful. I don't know if you have your, there's not the intake form, yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, we're good. What am I doing? We have her intake stuff is in the, yeah, of those. So you wanted me to do for the $50, you want the TSH, or the thyroid panel, the beach balls, magnesium, and all that stuff. Okay. And I just look at things different than just. Yeah, it's really. Well, we do referral. So everything's sent pretty much. So, yeah, it is. Well, so the title of hormones, the last item I charge something for, I do the free for just the hormone. Then the two request is, which. Yeah. So women and, yeah. So, guys are a little bit more sensitive. I can creams, I don't like the creams. But I can. So what we do is we actually first recommend women's like, and then for guys, it's allowed to be. So your level will probably be testosterone, right around 20. And we want to. That's when we feel. Then about 5 days of this. I've had somebody say, well, it's hard. And then 2 weeks everything else. Then what is it's better something you can have. Now that I use 4 months. I'm easily where I'm just organization. I'm able to love. That's when I know to where. Okay, so then I'm like, okay, so I can call it. Yeah. I would do it for a while. Guys, there's 4 or 5 months. When a couple of them. Well. Yeah, guys, yeah, the crazy thing is we're more sensitive to it and they need higher doses of it. So it's really kind of crazy. We tend to be now, my kids, like. It's not related. Yeah, well, I had to move to. Right. Right. It's just, so this will hopefully give you back your lunch too. And then when you do, you will go plus to again recently, just punch. So that's, yeah, and it's, so I can have that tomorrow. And then you can do the policy, really strong. I do Friday, Saturdays. And then what we can do is, just come in, take some minutes, sign ups. Typically not really any information. If we do labs, so what we do is labs and 6 weeks after you get college. And I'm really big on labs because I know we want. So grow hairs, which, but you get road hairs on every single of these tests. If you eat estrogen, which we don't know until we do that, if you eat estrogen, and you have hairs. Okay. Okay, if you can still have somebody, so if you get estrogen, you can sort of have it. So that's because and okay, so if you do this powder, you let them know. Okay, that's if you okay, you tell them. Everything is communication. You have to tell this about this. And those are the only rarely do that. If on the way. If you have water waiting, you need to let me know as well. And that's the skill. As long as you eat clean. This, I can show you some info on it. So this gives a lot of cool things to it. Okay, so your BMI is 21.2. Honestly, we don't like people below 22, so that's fantastic. Your body fat percentage is really on the lower side. So weight wise, you're fantastic. Okay, you are hydrated, so that's fantastic. This is your visceral fat, which is the bad fat. You want it less than 8. And so that's fantastic as well. So you're being too hard on yourself. Yeah, and this should help with that because it's gonna help you build muscle, which will help you get rid of that. Okay? So this is your fat mass. This is your water mass, and then your muscle mass. So your protein should be 90 to 100. Okay, so, because every pound of protein is 1 gram. Okay. Or every pound of muscle is 1 gram of protein. Okay. Okay, this is your caloric intake. Okay, so that's
might be what's getting you, because to lose, you wanna be around 1,200,
Yeah,
but you can't go less than that 1,200.
yeah.
This is fantastic. Metabolically, the 43.
Oh, lovely. You fixed me already.
I know. You're right, yeah. So you're fantastic right there.
Yeah.
So that, so if you're considered healthy,
Okay.
you're 131, so you're below what it's BMI safe, so, yeah, so,
Yeah, it's just I feel crappy.
we're gonna check your TSH, and then there's 3 other, or thyroid tests,
Okay.
and the 3 OT tests, and then your hormones, B12, D, and then the CMP, CBC, BC. So I'll check all of those.
Okay.
So that is gonna give me, that has a lot to do with energy,
Okay.
okay?
Yes.
So I'll have it back tomorrow,
Lovely.
and then you just open it up.
Okay.
So do you have Venmo?
I do.
So this is our Venmo. That way, we have 4% fees if you do whatever.
Could I have a meeting?
I have a meeting. Oh, you know what, I don't need meetings, but.
I just don't even.
Well, it was very nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sounds good.
Thank you. You too.
States, but anyways, I think she's just upset they're still out there doing business and they're using her stuff to do.
Hi, Angela.
Hello, how are you guys?
Good. I'm trying to explain to Dave in like a 30-second nutshell the mess that is Riley happened.
Yeah, and I heard a little bit of it, and yeah, in a nutshell, that's basically it. So I met these guys back in 2008, I think it was, and they had no clue how to do these injections in the home care. They didn't have the paperwork, they didn't have anything. And I set up the whole medical program, developed the whole medical program. And I have had so many like issues and legal issues, and just, we didn't make anything off of anything that I've done, and the issues continue to happen. But I just was contacted, and this is kind of, and I've mentioned to Gina before, I'm like, I really wish that I could benefit from what I've done with this. Or I wish I could sue them, or, something, because they are continuing to make millions. And it's not just the Scott and Riley, there's other groups of them. And they all are continuing to benefit. And what happened 2 weeks ago, I think it was, one of my nurse practitioners contacted me that I've trained. And I've trained probably 50 nurse practitioners. And she said, Ange, one of the reps that I worked with in the past contacted me, and they wanted to pay me $300 to go out and inject patients for them for this new company called Peak. And I know this is them, because it's Scott and Riley, because we have had patients contacting us saying, hey, are you working with this Peak? And I'm like, no, I'm not working with the Peak, but I know it's Peak because when we were dealing with Iowa, and then we had patients unhappy, we were, going through an attorney, and Peak is the name that came up, and we had patients contacting us. So it's just been this constant, the patients know that they can contact us because we're going to take care of them. So this nurse told me, she says, yeah, they wanted me to work for them and see a patient for $300, and they want to use my malpractice, and they want me to do all the follow-up calls for $300, and I'm not comfortable with this, so that's why I was contacting you to see if it's okay. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. They're using my nurse practitioners that I've trained. They are still throwing my name out there. I still get phone calls from patients. I'm still being held liable. I know they're still using my paperwork. We copyrighted a lot of my paperwork, and I am just, but I'm just like, this is ridiculous. They're making millions and I'm making nothing. And I have nothing to show with this except for my name is thrown through the mud. You Google my name and it's all of these lawsuits that come up, and these chiropractors that have bashed my name because I'm affiliated with these guys. I don't know what else to do.
I'll certainly understand your frustration. I can certainly help you on the IP side. But it sounds like you might need some other assistance, and we have others in the firm that can help you with some of the other civil type liabilities. But let's focus on what I can help you with, and that's the intellectual property side. So one thing that you said just a few minutes ago is that you quote unquote copyrighted the materials. So when you prepare a material, right, a written work, it automatically has copyright attached to it. But for those rights to be enforceable, you have to timely register them with the United States Copyright Office. So when you say you copyrighted, did you folks actually apply to register the copyrights in those works with the patent or with the Copyright Office?
Yes, and I don't know how many did. Because Gina, I believe you taught Bonnie Thompson how to do that, or somebody helped her do that, but I don't know how many actually were completed.
Okay, so here's why it's important, and here's what we could do if you did in fact do that. So if you did in fact do it and you did it before, in other words, you applied to register before someone copied it, then when we get the registration, not only can we sue these parties, but we can actually sue them and request from the court what's referred to as statutory damages. So typically when you sue someone for copyright infringement, you have to do that in federal court. That's the exclusive province of the federal courts. You could get one of two damages: actual damages, right, where you actually prove that had they not copied this, I would have made this. Those are very difficult to prove. So oftentimes, even when you have a copyright registration, if you can only get actual damages, you're in for a long slog. And unfortunately, it's very expensive to litigate cases in federal court, particularly these types of cases. So what makes the copyright registration so powerful, if timely done, and you can claim statutory damages, now at your election, you can say, you know what, I'm not even worried about the actual damages. I'm just going to elect statutory damages. And if you do that, you're allowed to get anywhere between $500 and $30,000 per infringement. And in certain circumstances, you can get your attorney's fees covered. So now you have a really, really big hammer or enforcement mechanism to go after these parties that have done bad things. That's why knowing what was registered and when, in relationship to when these folks used it, if we can claim statutory damages, that's going to be a pretty big lever for you to be able to pull to get what you want out of this. If you haven't done that, you haven't registered it, we can't file any type of copyright infringement action in the Sixth Circuit where we are located here, where the case would be brought. I'm assuming, where are you located physically?
In Medina.
Okay, yeah, so you're in the Sixth Circuit with us. So in the Sixth Circuit, you can't file a copyright infringement action without a registration. So if you haven't done it, we would have to go register all those copyrights that you believe are being borrowed or copied or manipulated or used to create derivative works. We would have to go register that with the Copyright Office. And when we did that and we got the registration, it typically takes 9 to 12 months to get the registration. Then we can sue. If you didn't want to wait the 9 to 12 months, then we could petition the Copyright Office. It's a lot